Sibongile Mani's attorney, Asanda Pakade, says it wouldn't be in the interest of justice to imprison her client. Mani is currently pursuing her postgraduate studies in education, and if imprisoned, there'll be no one to look after her two children. He also told the court that her family is dependent on her to become the breadwinner. Mani was found guilty of theft after 14 million rand of NSFAS funds was erroneously paid to her by Mani in 2017. She spent more than 800,000 over a period of 3 months before the error was picked up. Magistrate Twanet Olivier did not mince her words as she handed down the sentence.
The only form of sentence this court deems appropriate today is that of direct imprisonment, and you are therefore sentenced to a term of 5 years imprisonment.
You must have watched that short clip of Sibongile Mani standing nervously in court, wiping her tears as the magistrate handed her a 5-year sentence. It shocked the whole country, a student thrown into prison for spending money that was mistakenly deposited into her account. Whether you agreed with her actions or not, that moment said a lot about how justice operates in South Africa. Some get crushed by the system, others get cushioned by it. And the woman behind that judgment? None other than Magistrate Twanet Olivier, the same person now at the center of a new political storm involving Julius Malema. Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel, where we dig deep into the hidden corridors of power in South African politics. Today, we are unpacking the controversy that has thrown the judiciary, politics, and even social media into chaos, the conviction of EFF leader Julius Malema by the very same magistrate.
3, 4, and 5, you are found guilty as charged. Accused 2, Mr. Snyman, in respect of counts 4 and 6, you are found not guilty and discharged. You may be seated.
Is the court pleases?
Olivier. But this time, the accusations are far more serious, because some say Olivier herself might be a member of AfriForum. Now that's where things get interesting. Malema's lawyers didn't stay quiet. They asked Olivier to recuse herself, arguing that her alleged ties to AfriForum, the very organization that has clashed repeatedly with the EFF, made her position impossible to defend. But Olivier refused. She went on to preside over the case, claiming she could remain impartial. For Malema's supporters, that decision confirmed their worst fears, that this trial was political, not legal. And honestly, you can't blame them for raising an eyebrow. Let's take a step back. The case in question involves an illegal firearm incident at an EFF rally in the Eastern Cape. Footage circulated showing Malema firing what appeared to be a rifle into the air during a celebration. Malema insists it was a blank gun, a symbolic gesture, not a crime. The state saw it differently, calling it reckless, unlawful, and dangerous. But when Olivier was revealed to be linked to an organization like AfriForum, known for its ongoing clashes with Malema, the story took on a completely different meaning. This wasn't just about a gun. It became about justice, bias, and race, the same themes that defined the Sibongile Mani case. Remember how harshly she was treated for what many saw as a financial accident. Yet, others who've looted billions walk free, smiling on podiums. That's the South African contradiction. Justice has a way of being swift when it involves the poor or the loud, but it moves at a snail's pace when it involves the powerful or the connected. Olivier's reputation has long divided opinion. To some, she's a strict enforcer of the law. To others, she's part of a justice system that still hasn't freed itself from the deep inequalities of the past. Her sentencing of Sibongile Mani in 2022 became a national flashpoint, a reminder that the system doesn't forgive easily when the wrong person makes a mistake. The Eastern Cape High Court later overturned that ruling, calling it a shocking and severe. So, when her name appeared again, this time connected to Malema, South Africans were quick to connect the dots. Now, imagine this. The leader of a major opposition party, accused of breaking the law, standing trial before a magistrate accused of siding with an organization that has openly campaigned against him. That's like expecting a fair match when the referee is wearing the other team's jersey. And when Malema called the trial a political witch hunt, you could almost hear half the country agreeing, while the other half rolled their eyes. But beyond the courtroom drama, this case exposes a bigger truth about South African politics. The lines between justice, politics, and personal ideology have become so blurry that even the courts are now battlefields. Every ruling, every sentence, every conviction carries political weight. And when you throw AfriForum into the mix, an organization that often positions itself as the defender of white minority rights, it's no surprise that the EFF supporters see this as a targeted attack. It's also worth remembering the timing. The EFF has been gaining serious traction lately. With the 2026 local elections on the horizon, Malema's growing popularity poses a real threat to both the ANC and the DA. So, this conviction doesn't just sideline a politician, it reshapes the political battlefield. A conviction here could weaken the EFF, embolden its opponents, and send a clear message: no one is untouchable, especially if you challenge the establishment. But here's the twist: Malema has never been the type to back down. After his conviction, he doubled down on his criticism of the judiciary, calling for accountability and transparency. His lawyer reportedly warned that if the state tries to push the case to imprisonment, they'll rain hell on those behind it. The tension is thick, the political theater is intense, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Meanwhile, Sibongile Mani's story continues to echo in the background. She may have moved on with her life, but her name still represents something powerful: the reality of inequality before the law. It's ironic that both she and Malema, though worlds apart, found themselves standing before the same magistrate, accused in very different ways but united by one theme: selective justice. So, what does this all mean for South Africa? It means the questions we thought we'd settled long ago are back on the table. Can the judiciary truly rise above politics? Can judges separate their personal affiliations from their professional duties? Or are we slowly drifting toward a place where justice serves those who can influence it the most? In the end, this story isn't just about Julius Malema or Twanet Olivier or even AfriForum. It's about what South Africa stands for: equality before the law, or the quiet continuation of a system where outcomes depend on who you are and what side you're on. So, what do you think? Did Julius Malema receive a fair trial, or was this another example of justice being weaponized against political dissent? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I really want to hear what South Africans think about this one. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more in-depth South African political stories, and share this with someone who still believes our justice system is beyond bias. Until next time, keep questioning, keep analyzing, and keep holding power to account. See you next time.